Riverside. Yes, sir. It's about that time. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Horsemen podcast, live and in stereo.
Ooh, yeah.
As always, it's Jet, Yannick, Codes, and J-Mag. Fellas, how y'all doing today?
Hey, man. I'm solid right now. I didn't get to cook on the last one, but for sure this time around, I'm ready to cook. You feel me?
You always got the opportunity to cook.
Nah.
Just like outside. It's still hot outside, man. It's still hot. It's blazing.
Nothing changed? Nothing changed?
Damn, the sun needs to take a day off, man. It is hot.
Damn.
Throw some clouds over this, man.
I'm doing good. As always, we ready. I'm excited to be with y'all. Great list of topics. Man, for this first one, let's see what Cody does. He said he's ready to cook. We're gonna find out if he's ready to cook with this first one.
That's your opportunity.
Jet, you got anything for us before we get started today?
Yeah, man. So I think last Saturday, maybe, me and Dre, Dre is my girlfriend. Her name is Andrea, so I call her Dre. It's pretty smooth like that. So me and Dre, we went to go see The Flash. And I saw Tyrone Magnus on Twitter shared one of his videos that he just made, and they were, I say they, but I just guess a lot of people were saying it's the second worst comic book movie ever made. Craziness. Whoa. Ridiculous. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, DC has made way worse movies, and Morbius exists. So there's just no goddamn way. But to talk about The Flash a little bit, I was talking with Jan earlier when I saw it. I really enjoyed it, man. And I think one of the reasons that I did is just because it's a different telling of Flashpoint. It's not exactly how that story goes, but it is essentially Flashpoint. So it's just him like resetting a bunch of things and a bunch of timelines crossing that he essentially creates. And so it might be a little biased right there, but it's like I love the story of Flashpoint. And so I was never really like not engaged with the movie or anything that was going on. A couple of highlights for me. I hate to say it because he is a terrible human being, but Ezra Miller in this movie, dude, he like there are points in the movie where he has to act with himself from like 3 different perspectives. Like it is insane, and it's like believable. Like he's not talking to the same. Like he's not talking to himself. He was just doing phenomenal. The relationship with him and his mom and his dad. I mean, if you know anything about Flashpoint, that is a big role in it. They did a lot of the emotion things well. And I hate to be the one to say this, but anything that you heard about the CGI, it is true. This is the worst CGI that I've ever seen in any, I won't say any movie, but any comic book movie ever. It's bad. Like, it is terrible. But like I was telling Jan, like it wasn't, like it was bad enough to where at points it would take me out of the movie a little bit, but I was still like interested in what was happening. It's Flashpoint, so there's the crazy cameos and all that. So I won't get into that. But even some of that, just the CGI can mess with you a little bit. If I had to rate it, just thinking off of how bad that goes, it's probably a 7, maybe. I understand the argument for putting it lower. I truly do, because the CGI is so bad that it can take people out of the movie. Like, I get it. But me personally, that's where I sit. Like, if someone told me it was a 4, like, there's not really much I could say. The CGI is that bad. Like, I'm not exaggerating.
Wow.
Nah, and you give all any. I don't want to say it like this, but you give these Marvel fanboys a reason to hate DC, and they're gonna ride with it, man.
Yeah,
No matter
yeah.
how good the movie is, you know. But
Wow. So
yeah,
the
I definitely
CG,
respect that. Makes me want to go see it.
yeah, we definitely got to see that. So the CGI is really that bad that it's just gonna
Dude,
knock off
it's
5-6 points.
That's a lot.
yeah,
That's a
That is a
lot.
lot.
it's bad. It's like, so this happens in the first like 10 minutes of the movie maybe, so it's not that bad, but there's a part in there where he has to catch a bunch of babies falling from a building. The babies look like rubber dolls. And obviously, like, they're children, so like you kind of feel like maybe they had to do it like that because they're children. But no, like, that's the CGI for the rest of the movie. Like, it carries into everything else. So like I said, it doesn't knock off that many points for me, but if someone told me that, I can see it because it's that bad.
So you're telling me they're consistent with?
That's
Well, to be honest, DC never really had the best. I mean, you could see their other movies.
yeah, and Dre told me that when we were walking out, like, DC never really has that, like, that Marvel-esque CGI too, right? And I was kind of thinking to myself, like, these past couple Marvel movies, like, and maybe you attested to like the writer's strike or whatever, however, but yeah, like DC's CGI has never been up to like Marvel's standard, I guess. But I mean, like Jan said, that would be like Marvel fanboys' way of knocking points off of DC movies. So,
Oh, wow. And then you mentioned this dude's, I don't want to say his name because whatever, his performance. And I think going back to that, like, he's been a pretty solid actor, right? And everything he's done, I don't think there's many issues with it. So, but just him as a human being is just garbage.
yeah, he's crazy.
But you said his performance with himself, is it comparable to Oscar Isaac's in Moon Knight? Because Oscar Isaac killed it.
I'll say this. He killed it so much. The Flash might be my second favorite superhero. And that has never been like, from watching the Flashpoint, the TV show with Grant, like, it's never been that way. But like, I am so like enamored with Flash now because of him. Like, it's crazy. And that I hate saying that because
Wow,
he sucks.
that's
man,
crazy.
he killed it, bro. He really did.
Maybe that's why they went through with pushing the movie out instead of canceling like everybody wanted them to.
I can't say that because I've heard people call this the greatest superhero movie ever, and no way. Not even close. No way.
Wait till Codes
Yeah, I mean,
gets
from
his
being,
hand on
those are
it.
extremes. The worst, the best. I mean, those are extremes. That's crazy.
Wow.
You can't say the worst. And you guys are always dogging on Morbius, man. Like, I hate it. I mean, it wasn't a great movie, but dang, I mean,
Nah, it was bad.
Bro, they had the
that was
Morbius had the
Venom
damn
was
James
horrible.
Bond, the James Bond circle thing. Oh my god.
Nah, bro, that was a bad movie, bro. That really was a bad movie. But that's a discussion for another day. Let's get into our first topic of the day here. Like I said, we got a good one. Like I just mentioned before, he's ready to cook, right? He's ready to cook. He didn't get to cook on the last one. He's ready to go now. This was his topic, by the way. He decided to come up with this. Let's see what he came up with. Today we got for you guys, what is the best year? Any year, best year in your opinion. Codes, what do you got?
They doing me wrong right now, all right? I'm going to just start off by saying I didn't want to go first, man. I didn't want to have to bring out the big hitter, bro. I didn't want people to feel like, oh, wow, that's a great year. You know what I'm saying? So,
Bro, this is crazy.
so since I'm going to be first, I'm going to do it right, man. The best year is 2016, man. Come on. If you lived that year, you already know it's the best.
What did I say?
Bro, I just started.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
You straight.
Go ahead.
Just
ahead.
like
My
this
fault.
year. We have history being made in this year. This year was legendary on all fronts. I thought he was laughing. We could start off by Leo. Leo got his first Oscar. The one we all knew he deserved an Oscar. He finally got his Oscar. That was big for us. We got. I was gonna skip over this. I'm gonna say that one for last. For those of you that watch Game of Thrones, the Game of Thrones finale happened that year. We had Stranger Things that year. We had Pokemon Go that year. We had Deadpool that year. We had Civil War that year. What?
Go ahead.
This man is.
No, we don't want to throw you out. We don't want to throw you out. You keep going.
I'm so sick of y'all. Going back to sports, Olympics. We had the Final Five. If you guys don't know what that is, that's when all five of the the Olympics, they all had won a gold medal. It was a part of history right there. We had in basketball the 3-1 comeback with LeBron. Going over to MLB, the Cubs won their first series in over 108 years of them being in the league. Like it's just all around. Like this year was just amazing. We haven't even gotten into music. Beyonce dropped Lemonade. We already know, bruh, Lemonade was amazing. This is me personally. A lot of people do agree as well. Frank Ocean dropped Blonde. I believe that's a 10 out of 10 album. One of the best albums I've ever heard in my life. We had Drake drop Views. Kanye West dropped The Life of Pablo. Like, what are we like? This year was just amazing, man. And the fact that I'm getting disrespected around here is crazy. But that's, I mean, y'all sickening, man. But yeah, I mean, like I said, as far as there's no downside to this year. This year was amazing. Summer 16, best summer of all time, man. Only thing I gotta say is Harambe, but let's move on. Come on. Y'all make me sick.
All right.
Was that you want to go next? Oh yeah, you done?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah?
That's it. Go ahead.
All right, Jack,
Y'all
you want to go next?
Sick. Y'all make me sick, man. Come on.
Before we say anything about what we all witnessed at the same time right there, my
I didn't witness anything.
Hey, right on, brother. My year is 2019. I'm not gonna get too far into it because we have a plan with this sort of thing that we're doing with this. So I'm gonna, reserve myself a little bit. But just to talk about it a little bit. Some notable movies that came out in 2019. And Cody can attest to this first one, Parasite.
Oh my god!
What do you rate? Where do you rate Parasite, Cody?
What do you rate Parasite? This is your list. Come on.
Don't worry about it. The fact that you didn't rate it tells me all I need to know. We got Joker. Joaquin Phoenix absolutely killed that. Best actor in a leading role, Oscar winner. Avengers Endgame, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Knives Out, John Wick Chapter 3, 1917, Ford v Ferrari, Dr. Sleep, The Irishman came out that year. So it was the top of those movies are pretty ridiculous, to be honest. That's a lot of Oscar winners. And then Parasite was the first foreign movie to win Best Picture, so that was insane. Then we go into sports, 2019. Just speaking for this panel alone, I know how much the majority hates the Warriors, and that was the first time that the Warriors lost, and it wasn't on some miraculous stuff. It was just Kawhi being great, him and the Raptors. And then in NFL, it was Patrick Mahomes' first championship, so the start of the future GOAT right there. And then in TV shows, we had one of J-Mac's favorite, The Witcher. The Boys came out in 2019. Euphoria came out in 2019. Demon Slayer started in 2019. The Mandalorian started in 2019. That might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. Everything. Oh, Harley Quinn started in 2019. I know you guys like Harley Quinn. So yeah, that's just a couple of the pop culture things. For music, I mean, Cody's Igor came out in 2019. What do you think of Igor, Cody?
You're asking me a lot of questions, man.
I'm just wondering. Billie Eilish, When We All Fall Asleep. Cody was on a Billie Eilish kick in 2019. I know that's for sure. Thank You Next by Ariana Grande came out. And this is the one I couldn't. Where'd it go? J Mag's Boy. Post Malone dropped in 2019. Hollywood's Bleeding. Listen, I wasn't listening to him like that, but I went back to this track list. I mean, Sunflower, Circles, Wow, Enemies, Goodbye. Like that's a crazy track list. So that's just a couple things. I don't know which way J Mag and Jan are gonna go, but I just wanted to beat Cody. So
You didn't though, but all right.
Here we are.
You didn't, but all right.
Yeah, do you want to go next?
All right. Well, those are all right. Those aren't too bad. I mean, 2000s and stuff. I'm gonna take it old school, man. Taking it back to 1993. All right. Now, I'm gonna start off with movies. All right, we're gonna go movies. That was a big part of y'all's list. We're gonna go Schindler's List, Jurassic Park, Dazed and Confused, The Sandlot, Tombstone, Groundhog Day, Cool Runnings, Nightmare Before Christmas, Philadelphia, Bronx Tale, Sleepless in Seattle, Hocus Pocus, The Fugitive, Carlito's Way. I mean, Last Action Hero, Robin Hood Men in Tights, Rudy, Cliffhanger, Demolition Man. I mean, Grumpy Old Man Alive, The Firm with Tom Cruise, my boy, Rookie of the Year. I mean, killed it, man. Ridiculous year for movies, ridiculous. Those are all greats, man. Just cut it short, we're gonna go music. All right, we're gonna go In Utero, Nirvana, Wu-Tang Clan, 36 Chambers, Snoop, Doggy Style, Pearl Jam Versus, Midnight Marauders, Tribe Called Quest, Janet Jackson, Janet. I mean, classics. Yeah, y'all talk about new stuff. New stuff's cool, man. We're talking about the foundations, man. The movies, the classics, man. It starts at Jurassic Park, and I just named them, man. Y'all already heard them. Then we're gonna go. What you talk? Sports. This is Jordan. First three-peat completed. First three-peat. All right. Football is not good. Cowboys whooped the Bills like 50-something and like 17 or something like that.
You lost off. You picked the Cowboys here.
Just throwing it in there because y'all threw them sports in there. All right, man. Because, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, big highlight there was, Jordan's three-peat. That was pretty amazing. We're going to go a little pop culture here, man. I already mentioned, Jurassic Park. I don't know if you guys know Take-Two. Take-Two is known for games like Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead, WWE, Mafia. Yeah. So they got started back then. We got Deadpool officially arrived on the scene in 1993. He wasn't no sidekick. He was the main man. The X-Files started in 93. Batman, Mask of the Phantasm, man. Guillermo del Toro, born in 1993. I'm just going to throw that in there. Army of Darkness, that's my movie. We got Beavis and Butthead, Animaniacs, Hellboy. And your favorite movies nowadays, the Marvel movies. Guess when Marvel started? Got their big start, 1993. All right. What else are we doing? What else we can go? I said the best for last. The best for last. What defines us as a human race on this planet Earth? The internet. The internet officially went out to the public for free in 1993. Them little AOL disc hits everybody's houses, man. We were all putting them in, plugging in the dial-up. You were online for free back then, for free. And then your month run out, guess what? You got another disc coming, AOL hooking it up every month with the disc for free internet, man. The start of basically what our entire existence relies on nowadays, the internet. I know I just ran through all that stuff real quick, but it was a lot to get out, man. Y'all talk about movies and music, man. I had to put it out there. And that's a big one for last, the internet.
That was solid.
The internet, you know.
Okay.
That's my case. That's a lot, man. Like we said, we're gonna do future stuff on this, so I kept it quick to the point. But
Okay.
what you got, Jamie?
All right. Let me go next. I think I got you guys beat. Jan went to the 90s. I as well am going to the 90s. And I got a little graphic for you guys here real quick.
Busting graphics.
Yeah. My year is 1999. Just a quick little summary before I get into it a little bit deeper. We got the debut of The Sopranos, which at the time, The Sopranos was the TV, bro. That was the Game of the Throne. That was Game of Thrones of the 1990s, 99s. So when that came out, that was huge for everybody. The Matrix, as you can see right there in the picture, which was revolutionary in Jan's words to the CGI and the effects that they used in their movie. You got Fight Club over here in the back, which had probably one of the greatest twists that we've seen at that point. Below that, you've got probably one of the biggest pop culture events to happen, which was Star Wars Episode 1. Highly, highly anticipated, probably more than the original trilogy. Because when this first came out, people were so hyped, lining up for the movies. They were just ready to go. So excited to see what was going on. Yeah, it was disappointment, but at the time, they didn't know that, right? They were ready to go. Star Wars again? Yeah.
Well, you watched the movie in 99. All right, no, keep going.
Then we got Britney Spears' first album dropped in 1999. So those are the major highlights, really. There's some more stuff, but let me get into it here. Starting off in January, we had, I mentioned, The Sopranos debut. We've got Michael Jordan announces his second retirement. What? He had a first one. We got Family Guy debuts on Fox. We had that on our Best Animated Series. That came out in 1999. Of course, my personal favorite. Shout out Drew. Pick a Side podcast. Denver Broncos win the Super Bowl in 1999. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir. Moving on. Eminem releases the Slim Shady album. So Jeff Gordon wins his 41st Daytona 500.
That's
Moving on, we've got the Matrix premieres. I mentioned that one. Moving on from that, we also had
the 41st, not his 41st, right?
Oh, so okay, I probably read that wrong then. Moving on here, you already know my take on it. It's great. It's good. SpongeBob debuts on Nickelodeon. Let's go, boys! Hey, where's SpongeBob at? Let's go. We got SpongeBob debuting for the first time. Y'all's go knocked out. X-Men over here. Moving on, we've got, I mentioned Star Wars. That was huge at the time. I know Jan's got some thoughts on that, so we'll talk about that in a second. Let me see here. Oh, what else? Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is published. This is the book. That's when that first came out. We all know what Harry Potter did. Let me see. Moving on. You ready to get into it?
I was expecting a banger, man. I was expecting a banger. This is you scrounging.
This is
for facts here.
You were reading your list. Let me read my list. Law and Order Special Victims debuts. Law and Order, one of the goats. Okay, we moving on. It's because they got it broken down by months, bro. So give me. Then we also have. This is all.
Cody feeling good over there. Look at him.
This is a good one. The Los Angeles Lakers debut in Staples Center. Obviously, what they did now is no longer Staples Center, but that was pretty huge at the time. Staples Center was pretty iconic. And I think that's it. Yeah, 1999, my year. All right, boys. What's going on?
Well, let's start at the top. This man brought up the last season of Game of Thrones.
Yo, chill.
No,
I
was gonna say something too. I was gonna say something too. That was the worst one, bro.
Yeah. When I read it off, it was too late. I was running down a list. And
I was like, "There's no way."
Oh man,
that's when it ended. It's been that long already. In 2016.
Yes.
Whoo! Yeah,
but we're not gonna slide past Stranger Things. Like that didn't come out in 2016. We're not finna slide past that.
That's a good series.
No way that came out in 2016. That doesn't even sound right.
It did.
I was still in high school.
Yeah, and I have
that's what I'm
bet.
Game of Thrones. That's what I'm saying too. Game of Thrones don't finish in 2016. No way. That had to be just a regular season.
No, that's wrong. There's no way.
Yeah, that had to be a regular season
right now.
Like maybe like season 3 or 4. something like that. Is that was too early for it to finish? But yeah, what were we
Yeah,
going
it
to be
ended in
for Star Wars
2019. I
for?
don't know why I said that.
What were you
Because
gonna
the movie
say?
sucked.
Yeah, but they didn't know that. They didn't know that.
Bro,
Star
okay,
Wars.
and you keep saying this, they didn't know that, but they watched the movie in, what would you say, in 1999, right?
1999.
And they also finished the movie 2 hours later after they started watching it, and 2 hours later it was still 1999. It was a terrible movie.
Regardless, it
Yeah.
was one of the biggest events of that year. Like that was the movie
Bro,
of
did you
the
have my
year,
list?
literally.
Oh,
Nah, come
Stranger
on.
Things was
It's
2016.
crazy.
The what?
Stranger Things was 2016. That is kind of crazy though.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it took like 2 years in between each season, pretty much.
Yeah, but I think I had the best sports. I have history, like straight history being made.
You have a sport.
No, I have what?
I didn't even
Yeah.
look into. I just looked up basketball and football. I didn't even look into the
3-1
rest of it.
comeback. Cubs
And then-
win the series, and then the
Bro.
five gold medals. What? That's only happened 3 times in history.
That's it. That's it. I'm looking at sports at next week.
Oh, this man brought up the
Bro.
Raptors. What are
Bro
we
said
doing?
the Cubs. They beat the
didn't-
Warriors.
They didn't win in 108 years.
Okay.
What? That's history.
It's pretty. I give it to him now.
Like, what are we doing? Beat the
Raptors won
Warriors.
their-
Congratulations.
the Raptors won their first championship too.
Yeah, how many years?
Doesn't
And
matter. It's their
100
first. It's their first.
Crazy, bro. 3-1 comeback. You can't beat that.
Oh, check
And
this
then-
out.
3-1
No,
comeback.
bet. Bet.
I was just saying, Alabama beat the Hurricanes in 1993 for national championship. Justin, I'm just saying.
I wasn't alive. Doesn't matter.
That's crazy.
I mean, it doesn't matter. That built
like the-
the foundation your team plays on today.
All right. And then J Mag's movies, bro. Like you said, Star
What?
Wars 1. I left off a bunch of my potential movies. Like I had Frozen 2, Toy Story 4. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mid. You just said name two.
yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
saying-
That's why I didn't name them. But at the time, it was hype.
I mean, but
That's
you
crazy.
can't compare that to what Star Wars was, bro. Star Wars was so hype, bro. Like that was Infinity War, bro. Like that, and it was probably more than that. Honestly,
So you're talking about the biggest hype, but then also the biggest letdown because it goes
That's-
hand in hand.
that's fine. But like, you can't come at me and be like, this movie. Nah, I get what the movie was, bro. But the anticipation, bro, for that movie was just astronomical. Like, just think about it. It was crazy. That's huge for 1999. Like, come on, the first time Star Wars coming back since Episode 6. Nah, that was huge. And then your guys' goat, SpongeBob, that you guys all argued for. Come on,
How are you
Jeez.
picking
Yeah.
that? You didn't.
That's
I know,
our
it's in
personal,
my
but
year.
apparently
It's in
a
my-
lot,
it's in my
some
year.
kind of crazy
It's
vote
in-
that we don't know who voted all these votes.
Hey,
And then Family Guy debuts. We all know what Family Guy does, right? Yeah, I mean, Family Guy beat Simpsons, so Family
Nope.
Guy's.
Hell no, that was crazy. I don't know where that came from. Never.
So, what else did Jet have in his year? He had
Man, I could have
Mahomes.
went baseball. That's when Joe Carter hit the series winning walk off home run against the Phillies. Boxing, we had Holyfield and what's that dude's name? Oh my god, I just forgot his name.
Holyfield
Vander
and Tyson?
Holyfield, Riddick Bowe championship rematch. Man, I don't know. Could have went in deeper, but I figured with what I,
mean,
had.
Like we said, though, this was just an overall generalization of the year. We do have plans for this series. Like I said, Cody brought it up to us, and we kind of want to make it into something a little bit more. So, you guys have any final thoughts before we move on?
I let y'all slide. I had Finding Dory. I had Moonlight. I had I'm not. We just go on.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean,
And let's
we
kill
got- we
those
got-
lists.
more coming. We got more coming.
You got a solid second, Justin.
Do we have a clear loser? Can we agree on a clear loser?
You.
Damn.
he's deflecting right now because he already
Yeah.
know.
I'm 1 or 2, bro. There's no way. There's no way.
One or two.
1 or 2. There's no way.
Oh,
I
don't
think
have-
Jan had one. And to be fair, I think Jan had one.
You don't have a movie that grossed as much
Appreciate it.
as my highest grossing movie.
Oh my god.
People got more money than you. Picked the newest year. People got more money nowadays.
He was 3 years away.
Yep, bruh. Your music and your sports can't compete. What are we doing?
You had one thing.
What? What are you?
Nobody likes the Cubs.
Nobody likes the Cubs.
In the Olympics?
Oh, you about to go. We
just lost the whole Chicago region.
You just pissed off a lot of people.
You know what?
Likes the Cubs.
Hey man, I mentioned the Bulls.
Hey,
Chicago
man.
fans, come back, please.
Hey, Mag, the Broncos won.
The Broncos won.
Yeah.
In that year, in 2016, they did win in that one year too. Yeah, but you know what? They also won in my year too. So there goes that. But let us know what you guys think. Who has the best year so far? Like I mentioned too, this is going to be something we come back to. So give us your opinions on it. What you guys think about it? So moving on to our next topic. You can see the shirt. I think this was a perfect shirt for our next topic here. Jet brought us this topic here. Let me bring it up here. Share the screen. That lets me. Okay, cool. What is the exact word? Unearned power up in Dragon Ball. The most unearned. Who got their power up for no reason? They didn't earn it. They just got it. However we want to define that.
Before we start, we're not including Dragon Ball GT because it is not canon. And if we did, that would win, and it would be Vegeta going Super Saiyan 4. That's just for the record.
Okay, for the record, yeah, because they know they messed up. They said, scrap it. We're good. So that would be
that was horrible.
The answer there. But okay, what do you guys think? What is the we're gonna do this by picking our own and then discussing, but I think this one deserves more of a panel discussion type of thing. So right off the top of your heads, or is there a clear number one who unearned besides the one we mentioned, GT?
I also want to add in. We didn't talk about it earlier, but now I'm looking at this picture.
Bro,
yo, that man didn't earn Ultra Instinct now. That was he got his ass whooped, and then Vegeta no, and then that was unearned as fuck. I don't know, man.
Is that where you were going, Jay?
Damn, I thought we were on the same page. I was looking at Broly, bro.
Okay, don't go at Broly. No, don't go at Broly.
I was looking at Broly, dog.
I was thinking the same thing.
I did my research, and the guy brought up Broly too, and he gave some great points. That usually in Dragon Ball, we're lucky if we get one, maybe two reasons as to why they got this power up. They gave us 4 reasons as to why Broly was so strong as he was. He was training for 40 years on the planet. He was naturally strong, which they explained at the beginning of the movie. The whole reason he was exiled. Number 3, he got transformations on top of his powers. And then number 4, I'm going to have to look it up, but I don't remember. I think it was, I forget the 4th thing. But they gave us 4 reasons, I'll look it up right now, as to why he was that strong.
He's literally the legendary.
So my pushback, right? Cody, you told me many problems with that movie is he was hanging with blues. Let's stay consistent now.
Okay. We will stay consistent because the first time we got Broly in the old movies, that was fine because we didn't have Blue at the time. So hearing the legendary Super Saiyan fighting up against Super Saiyan 2s and that was fine. But the fact that he just came out the gate hanging with Blue was crazy because they messed up the scaling. The scaling doesn't make sense.
He didn't hang out with Blue right out the gate.
Yes, he did.
He was getting his ass beat by Vegeta before he even went Super Saiyan, bro. He started getting his ass beat. Oh, we're talking about Broly, right? He was getting his ass beat the whole time. If you go rewatch that first movie and he first came out of the thing, Vegeta was handling him, no problem. Now, he has the ability, just like every Super Saiyan does, to get stronger as they fight. His is on a whole nother level, apparently, and he was getting stronger as they fought. Like, they explained it. It's not unearned. It's not unearned.
No. Oh, my God.
So he earned it he just got beat up?
That's what does.
And he wasn't even getting mollywopped, because he's so big and strong. He's just.
That's not even a good enough excuse. Yes, they get stronger through fights, but to say that you go from base or to whatever your beast mode is to blue, what are we doing?
Now I know what J Max talking about. So in the beginning, Vegeta looked like this is like a wash.
Yeah, he tried to walk him.
Yeah.
Then there was a point where like Broly got pissed off
Yes,
and everything changed, and that's before he transformed.
that's what I was thinking in my head.
When he transformed, it
was over.
It was washed. Yeah.
I feel like Broly isn't even like, I don't know how to put this in the right sense. He's not normal, is he? Like he's not just like a normal
special.
dude.
That's
you
why
know
they
what I mean?
exiled
Like,
him.
yeah,
that's why they exiled. And then going back to the 4 points, it was because he trained for 40 years on that planet by himself, because he was by himself. It was because he was naturally strong. They explained that. And then the third point was because he got stronger as they fought, which I mentioned.
He
and then
trained
the fourth
for
one
40
is he had
years
transformations.
in that
I think
movie?
that's what they got. Yeah, I think it was.
No. Like they were explaining
is that the wrong
story?
Okay, it's more than that. But he was alone on that planet, surviving. So,
yeah, but that's you telling me that's enough for you to hang with they Goku and Vegeta went from fighting on Earth to Namek to all this transforming through all these years, and Broly did it. Who was he
that's
fighting?
Why you just said it, right?
This is what I'm saying.
Broly wasn't even close to death or anything, man. He wasn't even. His life wasn't even threatened.
Who was Broly fighting that drove him to be that strong? Like, don't get me wrong, I know he's strong, but to go blue, like be strong as blue, with 40 years fighting who? Nobody's hanging with him.
Okay, but the question was unearned, right? They gave us 4 reasons as to why he was that strong. We might not agree with him, but they gave us 4 reasons. There are other pictures.
There are other pictures. Like you're making those points, but I kind of agree with Cody here. Like, I don't think that's enough. Maybe there's less, but as of right now, this conversation.
Yeah, I was gonna say because less is because like all these transformations, like if you just look at it bare bones, like. They make sense, Yeah. And to not say that Broly doesn't make sense, but like when Jan said less, that kind of like the light bulb went off. Like
the Z fighters were fighting like destroying the Earth level threats. Broly wasn't fighting that for those 40 years. Nobody was hanging with Broly, so I don't see how Broly got to that. It doesn't make sense.
Because I'm
anger issues.
Because he's got anger issues, but he said he had natural powers, and as he was fighting them, he got stronger. Like it's explained.
That's what I'm saying. If he had natural powers, he doesn't earn it. He didn't earn it. Exactly. So he didn't really earn it. He just has it in him. He just.
So you're mad at Michael Jordan because he has these great.
No, abilities. You see, man. You're getting offended because it's your boy. It's your favorite character, man. Come on, man. You're saying he got all this strength within him. All he had to do was like get slapped around a little bit to bring it out.
And they just took that saying thing, which they've already said is a thing. You get stronger as you fight, and they ramped it up. That's all they did.
Okay,
that's all they did.
The thing is, he didn't earn it. Like I don't think.
Let's find a medium in here because isn't as worse as Gohan Beast Mode. We got to state that now. Gohan's Beast Mode is worse than Broly.
I haven't seen the movie, so you guys go ahead and explain that.
Yeah, Gohan himself literally stopped fighting. He just became a normal human, like he was just working. That's it, like working family. He didn't fight nothing. In the movie, they explain it. They show you how he's basically just weak now. Piccolo even talks about it. By the end of the movie, when he's forced to go and save his daughter because they trick him, obviously his daughter and Piccolo trick him. You don't know that, but they trick him into fighting, and then he miraculously just. After it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense.
That actually sounds worse, to be honest.
It is worse. Like he didn't train for I don't know how long, and he just came out with beast like that. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense.
Let me ask you guys this, because he's my favorite character, Frieza. Like this guy doesn't train at all. He goes, he takes off, and disappears for like a couple months, and comes back golden power, and now he did the same thing, and he's black. But I mean, training in the what is it called, the chamber?
No,
hyperbolic.
I don't think they explained what his training was, but he did do his own training.
I think he just did push-ups and sit-ups and stuff.
Yeah, did he? That's what I'm saying. Did he earn it either? You know what I mean? That's my favorite character.
I mean,
I kind of felt that way when I watched it the first time. Like, where did this come from? What did he do?
And that's where Dragon Ball kind of falls flat, because earning it is like he at least trained, right? So he trained, and the amount of time, I guess, is just what's Dragon Ball so weird at. Like,
but you did like the bare minimum, right?
Exactly.
But
I know, and that's what
we don't know that. They just said he trained. They didn't say how he trained.
I think they said 6 months, right? He trained for 6 months.
They said the length, but they didn't say what he did specifically.
So, I mean,
and if that's all it took for him to train, at least Broly got slapped around and beat up a little bit, and Frieza just goes and trains like in a hyperbolic, just lifting weights, pumping, and like, oh man, I can train gold now. Like bling. I mean, that's pretty Unearned.
But I
think
think
you
for
downplaying it
Broly
crazy.
and Frieza, there's reasonings. It's not like Beast. I guess Cody just said he just turned out to be like that, which is kind of crazy. And at least for those characters, there's a reasoning as to why he got stronger. Throwing out another character, Jet's favorite character, if I'm not mistaken, Trunks in Super. Just got, what was it, Super Saiyan Rage out of nowhere?
I think it was like God Sword something. It was, I don't know what they called it.
They just gave him that ability. They didn't foreshadow it. They didn't explain much on it. He just had it.
Spirit Sword?
Used it. And then, I think, yeah, something like that, yeah. He just had it, used it, and then that was it. Gone. Like, never saw it again. So
it was just there for story.
I think that's a candidate.
How about this? We're bringing up everybody's favorite characters. What about this guy, Boo? All he does is, how does he earn his? You know what I mean? Like, he just gets their power, and then he's Buhan. You know what I mean? I'm Buhan now.
I'm Buhan now.
If we're talking about earning, I mean, technically he had to go out of his way to actually absorb them. So that technically he did earn it.
So he just absorbed them? Like, come on, I mean.
But
okay, like, so the conversation is getting weird for me because, like, if we have this excuse for Broly, how do we not have it for Gohan? Like, they've stated, like, this is what Gohan does.
But no, they didn't.
Yes, when he was a kid and they did the whole thing with Raditz, he got pissed and they read his power level and it was stronger than anyone there.
But no,
that's always been him. They've been talking about this power since the beginning.
Different because he was training the whole time. Yeah, I forgot to mention it, but when he went beast mode, it's basically like how Super Saiyan 2 against Cell was. They literally reenacted that whole thing. They had the fucking eye thing with the language, like it was the exact same thing. But it's different because as a kid and up until now, he was training that whole time. Piccolo was training him. He was constantly battling. Like, this isn't something that he was not
training against Raditz.
But no, but I'm saying he was training before that. He was actually fighting.
But it happened during. That's literally when they started talking about it.
I understand that, but I'm saying this is different because he didn't train at all. He stopped fighting.
He didn't train then either. When they first like threw this out there, like, oh, Gohan's different. There was no training. He was just a kid.
We're talking about when he headbutted Raditz, right?
Yes. There was no. Yeah. That's like the first like 5 episodes.
I think for that one he was a kid, and I think Cody had mentioned this earlier. Half Saiyans are just naturally stronger, right? And I think that was just potential at an early age, maybe, and I could be wrong. And that's kind of why they went with where they went with it.
But this is where it gets confusing because that's the same. The Saiyan rage thing is a real thing. You can like with Vegeta when my Bulma would he how was he able to hit Beerus? Because he got mad. He got so mad to the point where he got powerful. So are we saying that their rage is basically making them limitless? Is that what we're agreeing to?
I think it pushes them to that next level.
So the question is hybrids.
Saiyans in general, because it's across all Saiyans.
But
the question is with the earning it, so they could have it in them. What did it take for them to bring it out of them? What is the question we're asking?
Exactly. Right? That's what I'm trying to stay on track of.
Just because I don't see the difference between him and Broly.
Because
now that you guys say it that way, it's very similar. But I mean,
because Broly actually was putting in some type of work regardless, but Gohan wasn't.
To the level of Goku and Vegeta, like you just said, that have been doing all, like, it gave you that much.
I was just saying that if we're going to do that to Broly, Gohan is worse because of the fact that he didn't train. They're similar, I agree, but I think Gohan's is worse because of the no training.
I mean, at a young age, like, right?
He didn't. No, this one right here, this Beast,
this
one on the right.
Beast.
How long?
His whole life would lead up to that.
For like, you're acting like he stopped training for like a long ass time.
It should have been a couple years because the Goten and Trunks are older now.
That's nothing crazy though.
That's nothing crazy.
You stop working out and see what happens in 2 years.
What? See, and then, but like the biggest problem with it is that this form. Obviously we don't have like proof on it, but this form is stronger than what Goku and Vegeta are doing right now. This is the strongest form out.
But so is Broly. And at least like up to Gohan's like his whole lifespan, like he's fighting like the Saiyans and Frieza and
Which
Cell.
is
Like
fair.
there's like hints of something there.
Which is-
Broly fought nobody.
This is the thing, though. That's something with Super Saiyan 2. That's what it ultimately came to. He was the first Super Saiyan 2 because that was the hidden potential that he had, that everybody knew he had. This came out of nowhere.
So you're saying from what is called Beast to his last transformation, that last transformation to Beast, nothing really happened. He didn't earn it.
He went from Super Saiyan 2 against Cell, didn't get a power up. He went Ultimate Gohan in the Buu Saga. And that's not even transformation. That was like some like awakening type. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. But it was like his, I don't know how to explain it. They said
he was hanging with Blue though, right? Like he was fighting Goku Blue.
I'm not sure.
He was fighting.
That.
I'm gonna have to watch Superhero again because like you're saying like that hint was to Super Saiyan 2, and at the time it was, but they written into his character that this is just him when he gets mad, like he's always had this.
But no, because this whole mad thing is that's what I was trying to say with Vegeta. It's across all Saiyans. Like to say it's just him is not true.
But he's better than everyone else.
I'm saying after Super Saiyan 2, where was that hint at? Because after he went Ultimate Gohan, that was
Nothing
it.
else happened. Nothing.
Ultimate
They
Gohan
literally
was
took
his
him.
limit.
Nothing else happened.
Exactly.
What else was there to get mad about?
But not to get mad, but I'm saying to show that he has this potential that's hidden past Super Saiyan 2 and Ultimate.
He did, and they unlocked it, and he was Ultimate Gohan.
Okay, then. Ultimate Gohan was his peak, and he still lost.
But Saiyans don't have peaks.
That's the problem.
That's a different conversation.
These peaks aren't off, like, these peaks, how do I explain it? It's their rage. That's why I say, when they get mad, their power level is limitless at that point. It can be limitless. That was what I was trying to say. Exactly.
It is limitless.
So then, again, if these are all power-ups that they receive from rage, they did not earn this. It was unearned. Goku, on the other hand,
I'm not arguing that. I'm saying I don't see the difference. Like you're trying to throw Gohan in front of like at least Gohan has been like he's fought these strong enemies through his life, and Broly hasn't. Like I don't see how you're putting Broly like behind Gohan. I don't.
Like J-Man said, if you work out and you can lift a certain amount,
why are we going to real life?
Because if you stop working out, you're not finna hit that max again. You're out of it. But
okay.
But
once you go real life,
bro, because like the only transformation in this show that was earned truly was Super Saiyan 3. Am I wrong? Because Goku did that on his own. What are we doing?
Trying to think.
I mean,
I think we can all agree though that Dragon Ball, when we came up with this topic, Dragon Ball is just inconsistent. It's wild. It's like they get these powers and it is what it is. They do a horrible job at power scaling. They do a horrible job at explaining exactly how did he get to this. It's just Dragon Ball, right? So all of these really are just like it is what it is. You know, they got this power. Cool.
Let's just call it what it is. The Universe 6 Saiyans have the most unearned power up. Let's just call it how it is. He trained them mid-tournament of power. That was insane.
You just got the tingle on your back. Go Super Saiyan.
That was crazy. That was horrible.
It was the fate of your entire universe and existence on the line, brother.
And you helping them. Crazy, man.
Another one I want to throw out there, though, was Android 17. Right? Yeah, 17.
Yeah.
And he was just able to hang with Super Saiyan Blue, and he won the tournament and everything, and he was helping Frieza and Goku. And how did he get that strong?
I was thinking about that for a while. I wanted to say maybe we've been looking at it wrong. Maybe at the time of the Android saga, he was that strong. And that's just the fact of it. And we just never realized that because we think that every time they get a power-up, it's exponentially greater when it's really not.
So he was just that strong, but he couldn't handle Cell?
Seeing that.
Maybe he's a robot and he learns as he fights.
No, they're human now.
Like he just showed up. Like this dude was protecting animals, right? The last season in the sanctuary, and then showed up.
Yeah.
He
See,
wins
I
the
don't
tournament.
know.
Maybe he was training
So-
for 40 years like Broly, you know? He's just training a lot. Lifting logs and fighting animals, bears.
But
I don't
That's
know.
crazy, bro.
any final thoughts? Any other people you guys want to throw out there?
Nah, I think you kind of summed it up kind of perfectly. Dragon Ball, just get
It
your
is what it
shit
is.
together. man.
It's just Dragon Ball. You know, Toriyama's just like
It's just
new transformation.
entertaining and looks cool, right?
Yeah, yeah. So, all right.
Yeah, but I
Any
guess
final-
you and I
yeah?
have to watch that new
Yeah, we
super.
do. We
Super-
gotta watch them. They said, I think Orange Piccolo is explained well, right? Like that's one of the ones that's explained pretty well.
Yeah,
think
like
that's what I
like
heard.
I said, Piccolo hasn't stopped. He's always been on top of his stuff. He's
Yeah,
been
that dude's just
preparing
training. Huh? He's like always
Yeah,
ready to go.
That's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
him.
Always getting his ass beat.
Hey, not anymore.
Let us know
Well,
what you
actually,
guys
no.
think. Who has the most unearned transformation power ups? Let us know what you guys think.
Res
But,
Beast go on.
Moving on. Go on. I mean, we gotta watch it. We gotta watch it, and we'll see where that goes. Moving on to our next topic, which is our ranked segment here. We did the Marvel movies, shows, and all that 2 episodes ago. So we wanted to go ahead and do it on the flip side of that, which is the DCEU. Now that it's on the way out, and we got James Gunn coming in, and he's gonna do the DCU. Let's rank what's came out before. Let's see what's good, what's not. I think we have
A little bit more simple. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've
a
heard
little
of
bit
the
more
movies.
simple. So let's go down the line here. We got the first Aquaman.
Let's see if we have an S.
I think we do have an S.
C.
You gonna say C? I think it's a
To start us
B.
off, C.
I
You think B?
I think it was okay. I don't think there was any major issues. I think this was one of the top earning DCEU movies. I think this one hit $1 billion. Could be wrong, but I know it's one of the top ones. But what do you guys think? Cody says C. What do you guys think?
I tend to agree, man. This is alright.
I don't think it was bad. I mean,
C.
I'm not gonna stress over a B or a C, to be honest.
Yeah, to be
All right,
honest,
we'll put it in C for now. Birds of Prey. I thought it was pretty bad. I don't think there was anything really great about
Well,
this
it's definitely
movie.
below Aquaman.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm fine
I'll
with
throw it
D.
in D for now. Yeah.
BVS. Oh man, so much potential on this one. And I will say before we rank this one, there was a director's cut of this one, which made it a little bit better. I think it went from a. Damn, where do you guys have it? Let me start with that. Where do you guys have
I think
it?
it's better than Aquaman. So I
You
say
think
B.
it's better than Aquaman?
Off of what?
Off of enjoyment, watchability.
Oh, I'd have to watch the director's cut again.
You're
I don't know
the
if it made it. I don't know if it had
you're
it
the
made
title guy. They fought
Yeah.
for 5 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a solid point.
They
Um,
wasted Doomsday. Doomsday was
Oh
gone.
yeah, you're tweaking. That movie is not. I
Um,
forgot about Doomsday.
Yeah, they brought in
man.
Doomsday. They wasted.
No
him.
way.
I just
Jolly Ranchers. Jolly Ranchers was crazy in this movie.
What the hell is
Like I
that?
said, the director's cut made it a little bit better. Maybe it goes in B. I'd have to watch it again because it's been so long.
just think it's better than Aquaman.
Ah,
I agree with
what
Coach.
do you guys think?
Off
D is
of
probably good.
what?
I think it goes in
Aquaman
B.
wasn't good to me. I did not like
I don't
that
know.
movie.
Maybe I'm putting Man of Steel, Batman, Superman, and Justice League all together. Like, man, but I enjoy the run, man. Like,
Yeah, it was solid.
I mean,
Not solid. It was okay.
You guys know
It
me.
was
I'm,
okay.
I'm a soups guy, but man, the movie itself was just not good, though. And then I didn't like Jesse Eisenberg's iteration of Lex, man.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Yeah, like I want to know the
know.
saving grace of this
No,
movie.
it's not. It's not saying like I'm not trying to justify it as being good. I just justify it as being better than Aquaman. Aquaman was
I don't
not
think
good
it's better
to me.
than Aquaman.
There's no way,
Aquaman
bro.
was at least fun to watch and had cool
Fun to
cinematics.
watch.
Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it there for now. Let's move on. Okay, we do. I didn't notice this. The first Justice League. I think we got our first F. They tried to hit their Avengers, bro, out the gate.
Out the gate, bro.
And it just didn't work, man. The jumbled mess of having two different directors and the issues with that, and it just came out bad. It came out bad for me. Where do you guys have it?
Who was the villain of that?
Dooms? No, Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf.
Yo.
And his horrible
yeah.
CGI and all that.
Yeah, that might be an F.
Dang.
Yeah, that first one. This might put it in D just for me. The only saving grace, the only cool scene of that thing was the Superman scene, bro. When they bring it, that was another thing from BBS, bro. They killed him. I forgot they killed him, bro. They killed him early on, bro. You guys want to have that in fan? Come on. Okay,
No.
but the only saving grace is they brought him back to life, and he destroyed the Justice League, man. That was such a cool scene to see. Flash was going fast. He was like, you can't see me. Check what I'm gonna do. And he turns and looks at him like, yeah, bro. That was such a cool scene. So that might put it in D alone, but I think it's an F movie. You guys agree?
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
No, I'm a Harley Quinn fan, but Birds of Prey, you're gonna tell me is better than that Justice League?
I think so.
Because I'm not saying it doesn't belong in F, but if you're gonna put that, I feel like you should put Birds of Prey in F.
I don't mind putting Birds of Prey putting it in F either, because yeah, you're right on that too. You're right on that. Okay.
Dang.
The first Man of Steel, which was our first movie in the DCEU, I really liked it. My only issue with it, and I see it as an Elseworlds too, was that he had to kill Zod. And as we know,
Superman I was thinking it was at the same movie.
That was the only thing.
I think
Superman doesn't kill.
It
should.
I enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it. That was just
Superman, man.
That's just not Superman. He doesn't kill, man. Like that's the whole.
You said
thing.
S?
I love that movie.
Yeah, but
if that's what you guys are picking on to knock it out, if that's your complaint of the movie, that's ridiculous. Like, come on.
It's not though. That's
the movie itself was fucking great from start to finish. The fight scenes with the soldiers, the chick. Like, I mean,
and before we go on,
what the hell's there not to like?
Our scale, right, is S being what the best that they have to offer, right? Not necessarily that it's a 10. I do think this is the best that they had to offer.
Well, no,
if we're doing that.
Let's slow down because
no
when we
way.
say best they have to offer, you gotta understand if they don't have something that's crazy, like that we can like look at this list and be like, yeah, that's definitely the best they got. Like, I don't think we should do that. We shouldn't put anything in S.
And they do though.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, we'll leave it. So you guys want it in A for now?
I want it in B, but
you want no. That's not a B. Oh. That's not a B. Jet.
Just you can, yeah.
The man doesn't kill.
Bro, I'm the Superman fan and I understand that point, but that's not a B movie. Come on. Off of that point alone, that's not a B movie.
If he
I'm gonna leave it there for now, but I have a real important question to ask you that I've never asked you about that movie. So I'll save it for the end.
Suicide Squad, I believe this is the first one. I see Joker
that's either a D or a F.
That looks
I think this is
like
it's the first one.
Yeah, because the second one has
Amanda Waller, Viola Davis's performance is really good in this. Obviously, right? I think this is her first performance as Amanda Waller. So Will Smith's character, I think, was really good. Like I loved his iteration.
Bro, that Will Smith scene where he's at the gun range.
Yep.
Oh, y'all are crazy.
Yeah. So there's some good scenes on this. The overall story with Enchantress and all of that, yeah, that gets a little wonky and it's not that great. But like we mentioned, Will Smith's and Viola Davis's performances were really good. Harley Quinn, of course. Margot Robbie's.
If I just put it,
I don't think it's as good as
higher, but I'm not putting it above Batman Superman.
Yeah. Okay, I'll leave it in D for now. But like I mentioned, there's some good points. There's some good points to it. I think this is Shazam, the first Shazam. I think this one was pretty good.
It's a good movie.
I didn't have any major issues with it.
Do you guys have it in past B? So let's slow down.
Not past B. I don't think I had any issues.
As the best they have to offer, that's not going past B.
The best they have to offer?
Bro, did you watch that movie?
Yeah, that's the best DC has to offer.
They don't got a lot good to offer.
Exactly. So
Nah, Shazam was good. Shazam was good. I think they kind of did the Shazam family a little too early for me. Kind of wanted to see him be Shazam on his own for a little bit, but they kind of went right into it. Uh, the end credit scene with headless Superman kind of sucked for me. That's just personal.
I forgot about that.
But I think it's an A. I think I'd have it as an A. Jan, what are your thoughts?
I think y'all disrespecting Man of Steel, but yeah, Shazam is a good movie. I'd put in A or B.
Okay, I'll leave it an A. The Suicide Squad. I think it was better than the first one.
Yes,
I don't think it was too crazy. Starro was a good villain to have. That first opening scene where we thought we had our Suicide Squad and they all ended up dying.
Yeah,
was hilarious.
I think this deserves B. I really enjoyed this movie.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Over Aquaman and Man of Steel, I think that is better than both of those movies.
Not Man of Steel. You talking about Batman
Superman, right? Yeah, my fault. Batman Superman, yeah, that's what I meant.
You think Man of Steel is better than that Suicide Squad?
Yes.
I say yes too. Man of Steel, right? A?
Yo.
What do you think? You thinking S?
Yes.
Thinking S. Jan,
S?
You think that's S?
No. I think it's B. I think it's right where it's supposed to be. B.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Bro.
Okay, so Cody, right? You're in B too, right? You said B. I say B.
I'm in B.
Yeah, I'm in B.
But I said, I think Man of Steel should be B too. But
okay. Wonder Woman 84.
That's an F. That's an F.
Yeah,
if it's not a B, it's an F, man. Coming off of the first one and what they did with that and giving us that, oh man, horrible.
You don't gotta explain it. Everybody knows that movie.
The first Wonder Woman, which was like one of the first female superheroes, was actually really well done. I don't think I had any major issues besides that last Ares fight, which was a little bit weird in the CGI, and his mustache. I think you can see his mustache through the CGI and all that stuff. But other than that, the movie as a whole, I think, was really good.
Are you putting this in A? That's where you think it goes?
I think it's an A.
Okay, because I think the second Suicide Squad is better than that.
You think the second Suicide Squad is better? Okay, well,
yeah.
Jan, what do you think about the first one?
I think it's a great movie until the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could agree. I could agree with it.
Wow. You have it over Suicide Squad?
No,
you don't have it over the Suicide
Squad. No, I enjoyed the Suicide Squad movie more. Like I actually enjoyed watching it more. So Wonder Woman, when I first saw it, that first viewing, I was like, "That's a great movie." But then I've seen it, I don't know, 3-4 times since then, and it drags at the end, and then that end fight scene, that villain, the mustache dude sucks. That was bad. That was bad casting right there. But
so then before we
movie up to that where she's learning and they're like she's learning to become like an earthling, I guess. If that I don't know if that's the right word, but I think that part was good. But start to finish, Suicide Squad's better. Suicide Squad 2.
Jed, obviously you have Suicide Squad, but what are your thoughts on Wonder Woman?
I think it's a B.
Okay, so
then, I think you can switch those. Looking at them,
that's what I was gonna go. Do you guys want to switch these?
And that's because y'all like Shazam. I don't think Shazam should be A, but this is crazy.
Okay, Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I will only say is the only essay they should have.
This movie, it's crazy because we have the first one in F, and this one for me is an S. This 4-hour Snyder Cut, which people had been asking for years to come out, release the Snyder Cut, and they did it, and it explained a lot, and it showed character depth to Cyborg, and it actually made him a focal point of the movie, and it changed a lot of story points. Well, not story points, but like the direction, and you actually get to see what the direction was. They fixed Steppenwolf's CGI mess. They showed us a little bit more scenes with Apocalypse. Yeah, with Darkseid. And that opening scene where you see Darkseid versus the gods and the heroes of Earth at the time was just pretty good. I think that's an S for me. But what do you guys think?
I 100% agree. It's the only S.
I agree.
Okay.
Just watched it like 2 weeks ago too, and then I knocked all these out.
You
like,
watched it again?
bro.
Yeah.
We watched the Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and that Justice League. We just sat home all day and watched all of them.
4 hours is insanity.
Black
We
Adam.
ordered a lot of food in.
I think for me, bro, just based off
that's
that
your
end credit
list.
scene, I think I put it at B. But I think it was fine. It was a fun popcorn action film. Nothing too crazy. It's a Rock movie, right? You know what you're getting with the Rock movies for the most part: action and explosions and fight scenes and things like that. I think it was fine. I think it was average. Like for me, that end credit scene where they announced Cavill's back as Superman and we got to see him in the suit, like that was just one of the greatest moments for me. So that'd raise it up. But I understand it's a C movie. What do you guys think?
I agree with C.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Shazam Fury of the Gods. I just recently saw this with Max's release of it when that first launched. They had Shazam Fury of the Gods on it. I think it was kind of boring, man. There was really nothing cool. That dragon was pretty cool, but I think it was mid, bro. I think it was mid at coming off the first one. It's either a C or a D. Did you guys see it yet?
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I was just letting you go.
Jan, you get to see it yet? I'm gonna leave it in C then as mid for now. Okay, everything's ranked. What are we doing? Let's get into it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Looking at it, I think I'm moving Shazam down to a B with Wonder Woman and leaving Man of Steel and that second Suicide Squad by themselves in A.
I agree with that.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that. Let's see what it is. I think it's better than Wonder Woman. Jet, what do you think?
I mean, I just Man is still on the same level with that Suicide Squad movie is insanity to me.
That's not
crazy.
crazy
That
at all.
sounds
I know
good,
y'all
man.
like Superman, bro, but
That's not even
That
about
movie
that.
is
It was just a
good.
good movie. It was just a good movie.
I
That's-
agree.
like I know Henry Cavill looks like Superman, bro, but
You don't
Like I
like
said, it's
him
not
as
even
Superman?
about
What's
that.
wrong
It
with
was
the
just a-
movie, though? What's wrong with the
Wait,
movie?
Yeah.
You don't like him as
I'm talking
Superman?
about him. Like he is the core of the movie. Like he is the character of Superman, but like that, like he's all dark and gloomy. Like that's not Superman, bro. Be honest, bro. That's not Superman.
I mean, that was my problem with it, was that they didn't portray Superman correctly. But I think that's not even his fault.
Well, what is? I don't care whose fault it is.
Yeah,
If
you
it's the
was
script,
throwing
if
it
it's
at
the
me.
script's fault, I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Like it's the
okay.
movie.
Making sure you're not blaming him, because Henry, that's Superman in my eyes.
I mean, okay, but what are we judging this against other Superman? What is your Superman? Christopher Reeves? Obviously,
I
it's
mean,
not
whether
Brandon.
you
I
look
think
at-
that's his name.
It's
I mean,
about
whether you look at
comics.
Christopher Reeves or the comics or the animated movies, like, and like Cody said, so I'm gonna say this again, like maybe it's not his fault. That's probably the script, but it's just like that wasn't like hope to me. Like he's just dark and gloomy and pissed about everything
He
and
seems
doesn't
like he's
smile.
forced
Like
with shit, and then like when he has to kill
Like the whole movie, though, he's like figuring stuff out. Like he's unsure of himself and everything throughout the whole movie, and then he's kind of discovering who he is. And also, I'm gonna put this like this is the start of DC. DC, I guess, was kind of steering away from Marvel. Marvel was this, Marvel got jokes and their upbeat movies and their and then DC went with this like Batman Dark Knight kind of vibe, you know what I mean? And all their movies kind of went off of that vibe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
which is crazy because
I
I
don't see
think
anything wrong with this movie, man. I
DC
love
does
this
comedy really good, but they're
Shazam.
trying too hard.
I'm with Jan on this one. I don't see anything like as a movie. I think it was a good movie. It was a good movie. Where would you have it then?
I mean, you got it on the same level as that Suicide Squad movie. Like you talk about there's nothing wrong with Man of Steel. What's wrong with that Suicide Squad movie?
nothing. I mean, it's an A, right? It's still an A, but
But
I think
so that to my point, I gave you
There,
two things that you can critically look at Man of Steel and be like, okay, well that makes sense because Superman is not supposed to kill, and truly, Henry Cavill looks like Superman. I understand, but that's not the character of Superman.
and that's what I had said at the beginning. I see this as an Elseworld story, not all DC. And I get it. I'm with you. I get what you're saying. This isn't Superman. But I was looking at it through the lens of an Elseworld Superman, that this is their version of Superman. And I didn't have a problem with it.
But that's like
if
that's
he didn't
like
kill
after
Zod, Zod was gonna kill him. Like, how else was he gonna stop Zod from coming back and just continuously punishing the Earth and killing everybody on Earth? Because Zod could have did it. What's Superman supposed to do? They can't keep him in jail. Like,
The Phantom Zone.
I mean, I just I feel
he
like
was
that
literally turning the planet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know, but it's just that's the type of thing.
there's ways to do that
Man
though.
has to deal with that at the end of the day. They have to
When you
write
talk
that.
about Suicide Squad, the second one, that's like a joke movie. It's just all jokes, and half of them are corny, man. Like, I mean,
That
I had
that
some
feels
laughs.
nitpicky.
Yeah, I had some.
I mean, like, y'all nitpicking Man of Steel.
Hell no,
That's not
a nitpick.
that's not nitpicking.
These
though.
are supposed to be comic book movies. It's supposed to translate. That doesn't translate. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not a
Come
bad
on,
movie, but it doesn't translate to Superman as a character.
So you guys have it in B? You guys would have Man of Steel in B?
That's what I was saying.
That seems too low. What do you guys know the general consensus? Not our opinions. Do you guys know the general consensus of
I
the
think
audience?
they would have it A.
I know people hate that movie, so
Man of Steel. And
Yeah,
I think
know
the general.
people hate Suicide Squad.
I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say the.
nah.
general
The second
consensus.
one, hell no, no way.
You're crazy, dude.
The
People
second
hated that
bro,
movie as much as they
you're gonna
hated
have
the
to-
first one.
no way. You're gonna have to show me
I
that.
don't remember that.
You're gonna have to show me that.
Yeah, I thought I was with you. Not necessarily hate, but that it was just okay. Let me
He's
see.
just strong.
They went away right now.
What?
Was the
The
screen still
tier?
up the whole time? Okay,
Yeah,
no.
we're still
Yeah, it's
looking at
there.
it.
Okay. Okay, well then let's leave that there for now. Everything else look okay?
Yeah.
Actually, I like this whole list the way it is, right?
I think I like it too, but what do we think? Yeah, I mean, I think Jet's just one glaring problem is what we've been talking about.
Cody hates Shazam.
I don't
You really don't like that movie? That first one was good.
know. No, man. It just didn't hit for me. I don't know.
Lightning.
Okay.
Lightning from my hands. Lightning from my hands.
I think the
guess-
big thing people were talking about was that the kid, when he was a kid, he doesn't act like how he acts when he's an adult. I think that was like the big thing. Like they're two different people basically. Like they don't act like the same person.
And then just for some sort of reference, on Rotten Tomatoes, Man of Steel, whether it's the tomato meter or the audience score, has a lower score than the Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah, I was just looking at that too. Oh. No, yeah, I mean, I guess we're 50-50 on this one. This is one of those where it's just it is what it is. I guess on that. There you go. But all right. Well, let us know what you guys think about your guys' rankings, or our rankings. Sorry. Where would you guys have it ranked? Yeah, let us know. Is Man of Steel better than Suicide Squad? Is Man
Do
of
a
Steel
poll.
worse?
Do another
Yeah, we'll
poll.
definitely do a poll for this one and get your guys' thoughts and see what we're thinking. But I think other than that one, I think we pretty much had similar thoughts on the whole DCEU.
The DCU.
I think, yeah. So, yeah. All right. Moving on to our next series, and this is our versus series again. We are going back, like we mentioned last time. Whoever did this list, a little bit, but let's just get through it. let's continue our versus series of the best candy, and we can move on to our next one. We got Starburst versus Blow Pop. I think Starburst wins.
Starburst.
Okay.
The burst.
We got Sour Patch. This is a good one. Sour Patch
This
versus
is a good
Reese's.
I
What do you guys
think
think?
Reese's takes it.
Reese's.
My heart.
Oh man, you say Reese's too?
heart.
Where you going, Jet?
Hell
Where you
yeah.
going?
I die for Sour Patch Kids.
I love Sour Patch
Sour
too,
sweet
man.
gone.
Truly.
Okay,
It's
now what
like-
Cody had mentioned in
This
the
is another
last
thing
one.
too.
Cody mentioned that whatever's the candy is on the screen is what we're voting for. Now, if this was white, now you guys know me, I like white chocolate. If this was white chocolate, I think that was. I'm gonna go Sour
You're in
Patch.
the
on this
minority there, man.
one. No, there's no
See, and this-
way.
And this is
Yeah.
still, come on, man. The
are
world
my-
likes regular milk chocolate over white
Yeah.
chocolate. Come on. But see, this is another thing. I'm a huge chocolate lover, and you guys are not. I can see you guys picking candies over chocolates. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna choose chocolate 80% of the time. Brother,
We got our first
With
tiebreaker
the quickness.
for this round. Oh, what was that? Was that Sour Patch, right?
Yeah. Come
Going
on.
again.
Come
Heads
on.
of Sour. Ooh,
Bro,
best out of
so
three.
that's
Hey,
four
Sour
heads in
Patch.
a row.
Bro, that's
Moving
4 in a
on.
row, bro.
And it worked
This
out for
is-
you last time, right, Coach?
This
No,
is
it didn't.
crazy.
It didn't? Oh, okay.
No.
Cookies and cream versus M&M's milk
M&Ms.
chocolate. What?
Eminem.
M&M's over
M&Ms.
cookies and
Yes.
No, I gotta go cookies and cream. There's no way.
That's crazy.
M&M's varieties smokes cookies and cream.
I'm
I don't even
going.
think that.
I'm going cookies and cream, not because of Hershey's, but that's just like one of my favorite things in like shakes and everything. So I'm going that.
Flip that coin. Flip that coin.
You're going for M&M's too, Jan? Oh my god! All right, let's get
Dude,
some
peanut
heads
M&M's like my favorite candy, bro.
heads and chat. Let's go,
Bro, there's no way. That's 5 in a row.
One more. Here we go. Let's finish it. We don't need to go to the third one. Oh my
Let's go.
god.
Come on.
Okay,
Come on.
tiebreaker. It's tails. Here we go. Last one.
That's definitely tails again. There's no way.
Let's
Damn.
Bro,
go.
this is so rigged, man.
That's
It's-
crazy.
Oh man. We got the Kinder Egg versus Twix.
Twix.
Kinder Egg is good, but I think you gotta go
Twix.
Yeah, I've never had Kinder.
And then I lose the window again. We've got Twizzlers versus Skittles. Like I said last time, I don't really like the licorice candy.
Skittles.
I gotta go Skittles. Agreed.
Yo.
Jan, you want to fight for anything for your Twizzlers?
Nope. Skittles sucks though. But
Nice.
yeah.
Snickers versus Jolly Ranchers. I know Jan said he likes chocolate, so he's
Why you
probably
say
going
it like
chocolate.
that, man? Move that chocolate bar over there. You Johnny Rancher's
No
hard
way.
ass.
Come on.
Just stick it in your
Nah,
teeth and shit like
Come
that.
on,
Bro, it's
no
all time.
way. Jet, come on.
This dude is so
Let's go-
biased. He
let's
doesn't
go to the
pick
coin,
any
Jet.
chocolates, man. He doesn't pick
Let's
any
go to
chocolates.
the coin. I pick her. I'm going
the-
cookies. That's my favorite right now. Okay,
Cookies and cream. That's everybody's favorite, man. That's
That's-
like the
that's my
cinnamon
favorite
toast
to win the
crunch of chocolate bars, man. Get out of here, dude.
don't-
Everybody picks that.
I don't like Jolly Ranchers.
Oh.
Dang. Okay, Snickers
Unless it's
moving
in some
on. Gummy Bears, Black Forest Gummy Bears, and I'm just gonna say Gummy Bears in general, I guess. Versus Milky Way. I gotta go Gummy Bears on that one.
I'm going Milky Way.
Wow.
Those gummy bears. You can't just say gummy bears in general. Those gummy bears are the best gummy bears.
Yeah, the Black Forest ones are the best ones for sure. For sure.
Like Gummy
Jet,
Bears.
Gummy Bears.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because those Hasbro ones are hard, chewy. These are soft.
the Harbo, right? Harbo Bears.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Hasbro. Hard,
The Kinder Arrow versus the Kit Kat.
Man.
I think either one's losing to the Gummy Bears. So which one? which one y'all want to
Or
see?
flip
Boy, flip it.
Heads for Kit Kat, tails for Arrow.
Man, throw the
Here
Kit
we-
Kat in there, man. What are we doing?
Yeah, I
What
was
are we
gonna say,
doing?
You know what
Hey,
else
this
is.
is
Like, I feel it's bueno.
Heads.
Yeah, heads is
Bro.
cheating, bro. This is crazy.
Kit Kat.
J Mag
You guys wanna-
made that.
Did you guys
coin
want to
flip.
knock this out right now? Let's knock this out.
Got to. This list is just.
Let's knock it out. Let's knock
Might
it
as
out.
well.
We're gonna go ahead and just do all of them. Starburst versus Sour Patch. This is a good one.
Starburst.
Sour Patch.
Ooh. Jet?
bro.
Sour Patch all the way, baby.
I gotta go Sour Patch. I gotta
That's
go
so
Sour Patch.
crazy.
Cookies and cream versus Twix.
Twix.
I think
Twix.
Twix.
Yeah, white chocolate guy, you're gonna ride or die, man. It's Twix.
There's no
Got the
way.
caramel.
Come on, pick a side.
Damn, pick a side.
This guy go basing on milkshakes and stuff like that. Not even the chocolate bar.
Nah, you can put that chocolate bar in
I
milkshakes.
I'm not big on M&Ms anyway, so I'll go Twix.
Woo.
Damn, you're peer pressure. You're just getting, man.
Whatever, Mr. Peer Pressure. You are Mr. Peer Pressure.
Skittles, Snickers. I gotta go Skittles on that one.
Damn.
Snickers, man. Snickers.
Skittles,
That's
man.
crazy.
That's not the Skittles I like, though.
Yep. See? That's right.
You
That's
don't like
right.
original Skittles?
Original Skittles is good.
I gotta go Snickers.
Wow.
Heads for Skittles, tails for Snickers. Let's see what we
Follow
got
the
for
head
split.
side.
Tails.
Oh, but when I get on heads, it's tails, huh?
Here we go.
This is so crazy, bro.
Tails.
This is so rigged, bro.
Sweet. Nah, that was obvious. Come on.
Gummy bears, I think we all mentioned, right? Gummy bears.
Yes,
Black Forest
sir.
Gummy bears. Moving on. Sour Patch versus Twix.
Twix.
Gotta go
Sour Patch all the way.
Twix.
Spin that coin.
Yee.
Let's go.
Heads.
Let's get Cody a dub. Let's get Cody a dub.
Come on, one more.
Double heads, you know the drill.
Tails for
Let's get Cody a
Oh
dub.
my God.
Let's go. Twix.
Gummy bears versus Snickers. I gotta go Gummy bears.
I'm going
Snickers.
Snickers.
Yeah, Snickers.
Ooh.
We got two chocolates in here.
That's
Oh,
right.
man.
Chocolate lovers, let's go.
Nah, that's crazy. Twix versus Snickers in this
Twix.
case.
Wait.
Snickers.
Oh,
Snickers always satisfies. Packed with peanuts. Get the nougat.
They had this.
With
They
the
were so
caramel.
good. They had to split it. They
Peanut.
didn't know which side was better. What are we doing?
Damn.
Jet for the championship, for the crown of this guy's best candy. Where are you going?
Wait, like a finger.
Snickers.
Whoa.
You're going Snickers.
Let's go.
Like,
Oh, I was gonna really go Twix. Yeah, I'm gonna go Twix. Let's go Twix.
Come on.
Let's
Heads
go.
and
Last
tails.
coin flip to win the crown of best candy on this guy's. Heads is Twix.
Let me get the back-to-back heads.
Heads.
Oh,
we got
they out
Twix.
of there. They out of there. It's over.
Come on,
with,
throw
bro.
a tails in there. Make it interesting.
This is the best of. Oh, heads again. But finals.
It's
finals.
We go best
Best of seven.
Best
We go
of
best of seven. Jan established that. We would have won last time, Jan, but he decided to go best of seven, so now we got to go best of seven.
Justin needed a dub that day, man. He needed a dub.
Flip number 3. We're up 2-0. We're up 3-0. Twix. Last flip potentially.
Sweet.
Oh no, we're going for the gentleman's sweep. We got tails on this one. 3-1 Twix.
Come on.
Last flip.
They ain't LeBron.
Oh, 3-2.
Come on, they ain't
Snickers.
LeBron. We ain't worried about that.
Next one. Oh, 3-3.
J-Mac.
Snickers
It's
versus
interesting. Let's go,
This
Snickers.
whole time,
Let's go,
J-Mac.
Snickers.
7.
J-Mac, you
We're
never
cheated
really
this
had
whole
it.
Bro,
time.
We're never really
Let's go,
out of it.
Snickers.
Here we go.
You
Let's
cheated
go,
this whole
Snickers.
time. You
Tails
better
never fails.
You better cheat for us.
Tails never fails. Let's go. Snickers. Them
Oh
Snickers,
my
bro.
Bro, we
god.
just got reverse sweep, bro. What the
That's crazy. We were up 3-0.
We're up
And
3-0.
just got reversed.
Jan, in the finals, game 7, I don't lose.
Wow,
King.
that y'all. Snickers is the king of the best candy.
As it should be.
What do you guys
That
think?
is crazy.
Did we get it right? There's a lot
I
of other
don't know
candies that were
who-
left out.
Yeah,
But-
whoever made this list didn't
Yeah,
get it right,
I
man.
mean, yeah. They left out Butterfinger. They left out other variations of candies that we already had.
Yeah,
There was some good stuff.
you
There
gotta
was
throw those
Payday,
variations.
man.
Payday
All right, but
Ruth.
yeah, Snickers wins this one.
That's crazy.
Concludes our versus series for best candy. Any final thoughts, boys, before we get on out of here? been a little bit of a long one, but as always, it's been cool hanging out with y'all.
All summer 16, playing dirty, not clean. Yeah.
Damn, that was lame. What the hell?
All right, boys.
Let Cody
As
through
always,
it.
like I just mentioned, another great session. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. Spending time with us. Drop us 5 stars, like, comments, all the good stuff. You already know. Appreciate you guys.
Follow us on
being here.
Kick.
4 Horsemen. Peace.